Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Undead, back again for day 26 and day 27 of my 30 Days of Battlefront Challenge series, where every single day is a new topic, and today's topic is going to be all about my favorite and least favorite DLCs in the game overall. Naturally, I'm going to go ahead and preface all this by saying that overall, I've really enjoyed all of the DLCs that I've released so far. Every single one of them has felt very distinct and very unique. None of the DLCs in the entire game have felt very samey. Like I mentioned in the previous video, or one of the previous videos I should say, that all of the DLCs are very unique models. All of the heroes that have been brought to the game are very different and played differently. And overall, I'm very impressed with how distinct each one is. With that said, let's go and jump into my favorite DLC of the game, which for those of you that have been keeping up with the series so far and watching the videos on a pretty regular basis, you probably already know the answer to this, which is undoubtedly going to have to go to the Death Star DLC. And it's been an up and down for me. When I first released, I was a huge fan. Then as I played it more and more and just, run through the rotations a bit, I was like, I'm not really that much fan of flying, so the flying really takes me out of it. But then, as I've been playing the game more for this series, the 30 Days of Battlefront series, I haven't really been minding the flying too much. I find the first phase to go by pretty quick now that they've changed it around since it first launched. Because when it first launched, it was rather difficult for the rebels to get past it. But since then, they've changed it so the Star Destroyer doesn't have quite as much HP as it did, so it's much easier to get to the later stages, which is a great improvement, and which has made it a lot of fun, to be honest. And as far as the trench run section, I've honestly that one's always been very cool and unique to me because it's very objective driven. As far as flying, there's a clear goal, and that feeling you get when you play as Luke Skywalker and destroy the Death Star, like I said in a previous video, is definitely one of the most cool and iconic things and experiences that you get to play as in the game. And it's just so much fun. I'll never forget that. But speaking on even a basic and foundational level, I really love all of the new stuff they brought to the game, all of the new environments. The weapons are awesome, and the TL-50 is still one of the weapons I usually kind of rotate to here and now again. I love the new skins. The Death Star Trooper skin looks really cool. The heroes are pretty crazy. Let's be real. Chewbacca is a monster. And Bosk, if you can play him well and you can really survive a long time with him, you can get some insane kill streaks with him. It's not even funny, plus 100 kills easily. It's crazy stuff. But overall, Death Star definitely has got to be my favorite. I love the environments. I love the whole aspect of it. I love the objective-driven flying aspects of it. I love the trench run, and I just love it overall. I just love it overall. And on the flip side of the coin, let's go ahead and talk about my least favorite DLC in the game, which honestly was really hard to choose from because, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, all of them are really distinct and all of them do a lot of really good stuff for the game and kind of explore new avenues to play and ways to play. But with that being said, I'm going to have to, oh man, this is tough. I'm honestly going to have to say probably the Outer Rim DLC, if I'm going to be quite honest. And that's not trying to say that the maps are bad or anything like that. Extraction's hell of a lot of fun. I love Jabba's Palace. I love kind of seeing that new planet of Selust, that kind of Mustafar feeling that you get on that refinery map. It's very cool. But to be quite honest with you, the thing that pushed the Outer Rim to kind of the least favorite DLC for me is the heroes and villains that they chose as far as Greedo and Nine Numb. I think like many of you guys out there that are watching this video right now, I much would have rather have seen someone like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Old Ben for the hero side, and someone like Grand Moff Tarkin for the villain side. I think that would have been amazing. But if I'm not mistaken, I completely understand why they went with Nine Numb and Greedo. I think I remember seeing a post somewhere that Chewbacca was actually the original plan for Outer Rim, but due to complications with his model and getting Chewbacca to play right, they had to postpone him to Death Star, and as a result, they had to scramble and come up with heroes really quickly. And as a result of that, they had to come up with an idea really quickly. They went with Greedo and Nine Numb because they already had the Selust head in game, and they also already had the Rodian head. So really all they had to do was just create some abilities that kind of match what they thought would be a good idea and kind of retexture some skins that were already in the game. So I understand that. But for me personally, I would have liked to see Obi-Wan Kenobi or Grand Moff Tarkin or someone like that. But ultimately, for that reason, it's going to have to go to Outer Rim as my least favorite DLC. Not to say that I haven't had fun, but just not the one that's my favorite. But anyway, guys, that about does it for day 26 and day 27. We are almost done with this entire series, and we are merely 4 days away from Battlefront 2 launching on EA Access this Wednesday or Thursday on the 9th. But on that note, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback on the matter. What is your favorite DLC to play in the game, as well as your least favorite DLC in the game? I would love to know. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.